Good morning, Crafty Friends. So I thought we would have a show and tell with Sparkle and a cup of coffee. Let's get rid of that. So was organizing again still, and as I find things on my desk that I need to replace or upgrade or whatever, um, I try to think of things I might be able to share with you. So this is the seam binding that I use, the Hug Snug, and I get it from uh, Amazon, and it's 100 yards. And what I did was I dyed mine. Okay, and how I do this is I take about 5 yards of this off, and I just crumble it in a ball, and I put rubber bands around it. I throw some coffee in here or some ink sprays, but then wear gloves. And I put the whole ball in here and get it all smushed and wet and colored. And this is when you need the gloves. Ball it up if you haven't already. And I just put rubber bands around it. And then I put this out in my garage in a ball to dry overnight. Then when I come in the next day, it looks like this. And this is what I use to tie a lot of my books with. But I thought we could make a floppy bow. So I already cut a piece here. We'll just see if this is long enough. So I just take it in my hand and I wrap it maybe 3 times. There's enough. Okay. And then just scrunch it in the middle as best you can. And I have a scrap here, or you can use some other thread or ribbon, but I like to just keep it all this color. And you're just going to cinch it in the middle here. Well, it's hard not to be all thumbs. Then I get all the long ones in the front, and then I fluff up my bows as best you can, okay? Whoops. Don't get too aggressive, Sparkle. Whoops. Okay. So then you get you'll have 3 messy bows on each side. But these will look cute, like on a book. So that's something you can do with them. So soak them, put them in a rubber band, soak them, let them dry out, and then the next day you have I just put it back on here. I have my fresh orders coming in this week from Amazon. Another thing I like to dye is my husband makes these for me, and they're from coffee filters. So he just takes them out and puts them in the sink. And sometimes when I go by, I'll just smush them out, and it'll get these different patterns. This one was completely just washed clean. So you get different textures. And I use these, all of my journals, my big journals have this in the center as a reminder of my husband. So those are dyed coffee filters. I got this from Sweet Pea Curiosities, Marisa. And it's a Christmas one. And it's got trees, cute little snowmen, and some Santas. So I thought I'd make these for one of my great grands. But I didn't have, any of this fabric tape. The fabric tape I usually have is from Tim Holtz. So I thought, well, then I'm going to have to buy some fabric. So I was at the Dollar Tree and I found these packages, and they had 3 different colors in a package. So I saw that it had this black and white one. So I just took my pinking shears and I just cut strips. I cut each one a strip, and they work lovely in here, I thought. So, I didn't have what I wanted, but I was able to do this, and I just had to use some fabric glue to glue these in. Okay? And in some, I added a page here. And I'm going to decorate in here. So it works. Okay? So this kit is gorgeous. And these are all the, most of the ephemera that's in it. So this all needs to be cut, but there's pockets. You've seen me do these, this particular style tab journal before. So this will be a project. But I wanted to show you how I got my tape. Another thing I like to do is, again, when I was at the Dollar Tree getting that, oh, here's that fabric as well. So this is just adding machine tape. And I like to use that on the background so that it gives some meat to your work. And I just sewed these on the sewing machine. You could glue it as well. And then I take my pinking shears and I'm going to just cut close to the edges here, not on the stitches. Now what I did on this is I sewed 2. I sewed one here and one here. Okay? Let's clean this up a little bit here. Okay. So I'm just cutting next to this. Now I'll cut here. And this will give you a nice little edge. And I use this particular piece on these little notebook journals. I cut a piece off and just added something. So once I cut this, again, I'll cut between them now. Now you could make them as wide as you want, okay? These are going to be on the thin side because I did 2 on here. But it's a good way just to use something like that ribbon because it's got a nice little pattern. And you don't have to add much to it to make it a snippet or whatever you want to do with it. Sometimes I'll turn it over and just clean it up a little bit. But yeah, either you can use it as a snippet or like I did here, I just cut a piece of this and then I put a focal point on it. So, and the paper adds bulk, and then when you glue it down, it's got something to stick to. And I did the same thing with these, with the ribbon from Dollar Tree, and that ribbon is also represented on here. Here I sewed it right onto the page, so you can see the page underneath. But these I put on white, and I'll probably trim this more when I put it on something or ink this. Okay. So this was with ribbon. This is with fabric. And you could sew right on your project with either of these items. It's just a little trickier. And then I also had some leftover of these strips that I had dyed from, these are from Graphic Fairy. I had stained them with some gold. And I just made ruffles out of these. And these were thick enough that I just did them on here, but they will also look nice on our journals. Okay, so these are ribbons and fabric and paper. ruffles, snippets. Yeah, then I would just clean this one up. I'd probably go on this side because you can see it better. Because you don't want to cut the stitching. And you could just use regular scissors as well. I just like to use these. I think they're called pinking shears. See? I like them. Put a button on them, put a flower on them. It's a nice pattern. Those are from the Dollar Tree. Yes, ma'am. All right. Then what else do I have here? Okay, so it's once a week I do one of my little zines. So this week is letter E. So I had some leftovers from when I was making these notebooks. I had some leftover pieces, not much, a few. Here's one of the things I just made. And I printed just a few of these little quotes and things that I had printed. I'm thinking that E would be for encouragement. So this says, enjoy the simple things. And these are projects that I made. I just cut out the images. And this says loving life right now. And this says strength. And this says I am strong, but I'm tired. And this is just says trust. And that's where I'm at right now. It's all about trust. I'm finally going to be seeing the hepatologist at the end of the month. And I just have to trust the process. So I'm going to make my zine. I just printed a piece of background paper, and I will make my zine and incorporate these elements into it. Okay? So I do a hamburger, and I do a hot dog. You want to get crisp folds. That is the key. So you can use your polished nails like Sparkle does, and then you fold it in half, and you'll cut your seam right here. And you open it up with the peak there, and just fold them together. And it'll always meet if your edges are all crisp, okay? So this is going to be my base, and I'm going to incorporate these items into here, and then I'll show you when it's done. So that's also on my desk. And then these were, these I decided to do for my sisters, and I know I mentioned this once before. This was the master one that I made, okay? So once you know your folds, you know that this layer faces you and this layer's away from you, facing away, okay? And I know that, you know, the way I folded that, this is my cover and this is my back. So I already knew that. So I did them on one piece of paper, and then I scanned them, okay? I scanned them, and they came out quite lovely. This is the original. These are the scans. I can't really see the difference in the colors and stuff. Okay? It picked up the blotches and everything. So I make one original, and then I make as many copies as I want. Now, if I want to do a Christmas letter, I would do it on here. I would type it on one of these. I can't do it on this one, the master, because it has background paper. But you can either leave it plain, like these are plain. So these are two of them that I did, and I just folded them. You could leave it plain and write notes in them, or add something. You could add gift cards in here. I don't have something I could show you, but you could add a gift card in here. You can add something here and just seal the bottom if you want. I'm just going to do these because these will fit into regular standard envelopes, and then you don't have to pay extra postage. Okay, so when you have a lot of things to mail out, this might be cost effective. So I'm going to do, I've got 2, 4, so I'll print like 5 more, and I can mail these out to my siblings. So that's on my desk. So you see, I didn't have anything that I'm specifically working on, but I'm working on a lot of odd things. So we have our zine here, and this didn't have much pattern. I just liked the color and with the teals and the blues. So then I would just get I'm using the letters out of this here antiquarian sticker book. So we're on letter E. So let's see. Okay. C, D. That was D. So I just want to find an E. So we have these E's, and that's probably it. Okay. So I think I'm going to keep it to, oh, I like this here one. I'm going to keep it small. Oh, wait. It's got to go on here. So this one might work. Are there any more? Sometimes there's 2 pages. E. No, those are F. Okay. All right. So it has to go on here with this color. So that's fancy. Oh, I like this one. It's got a little teal in it. So I'm just going to put this on my cover. And it's going to be E is for encouragement. Then I'll find the word encouragement and put it here. And we could add other things later, okay, if we want to add other stickers. But I just want to get that base on. So let's see. I kept a couple of these. That could go there. I think I'll put this little car on here. I kind of like that. So let's, these were printed on just tracing paper. Because I like that look sometimes because you can just see through it. So let's just do a rough cut here. And got some our glitter glue. Oh, yesterday was work day, and then I had a finance committee. I'm the treasurer at church, and I had to go back at night for a finance committee meeting. And then Sunday night, I have to do a presentation to the church on the finances. So I was just a little bit busy, and I didn't get to play. I just kept throwing things over here on my desk. If I want to round the corners, I can do that. Sometimes I do and sometimes I don't, but I like to do these little challenges sometimes just to see how far I can get through the alphabet or the numbers. I usually can finish. My words of encouragement mini books, I just do them a couple times a month. I don't do them every day like I used to. A couple times a week, I'm sorry. So we have that. This little guy. This is pumpkin spice coffee. So I'm a pumpkin spice kind of gal. All right, so we have that. Then let's just lay out your ideas. I thought this could go on a page, and I thought this could go on a page like this, and we're just going to paper clip it in between the pages. So these are all encouraging words. We have brave, trust, strength, loving life, things that you can, that should encourage people. I love butterflies, so we're going to put them in here. We might use these scraps in here. So they're just going to be simple collages, okay? There's nothing big here going on. So let's just put things in, and then, okay, so we have this, we have this. We could have another butterfly here. Let's put this here, maybe with some of this. We have that. We have that. And we'll put something there, and then we can put something on the back. So, like I said, I don't overthink things. Using up what I have. These are printed on my sprocket, which is my little printer I bought for myself for, it might have been Mother's Day. I don't remember. But yeah, these are stickers. And there's a bigger one. This is I think they're 2.5 by, let me see. These are 2 by 3. There's one that's 3 by 4, I believe. So I'm shorten it just a little bit. So it fits. Yep, that'll be perfect. Now, I don't know what I'll do with these if I get 26 books made, but they would be okay to gift to someone too that you think might enjoy them, I think. So that's there. Let's just put this here and put a little bit of background. So I'm not going through my scrap piles and bringing out all these different bits and bobs, which you could. I'm just using pieces left over from projects that I worked on this week. And that's healthy for me because then I don't stockpile and leave a lot of things without homes. So I'm thinking of the word encouragement. If I have a word, I don't know. We'll look in our bin. I love cars. Strength. Find joy in the simple things. I love hearts and butterflies. Okay, so I want the strength to be on here. And just a little piece of color on here. Yeah, I had a whole different background paper on my stash for this, and then I said, no, this looks better. This is a better. And I love this image. I am strong but tired. You know, when you're going through stuff and you're waiting on doctors and you're waiting for appointments and test results and biopsies, you're just like, enough is enough. And then on top of that, you're supporting your husband whose health is failing. It's just hard. So I want these butterflies because they just emulate hope to me. So we're going to put them on here. It's a very simple collage. Well, let's see if I have just a piece of something. There's a piece of netting. I like that just on top of it too. That's pretty. And let's see if this will stick. Get my spatula. I might have to add more glue. Let's add some glue up here. We'll see. And I think I might have the word hope someplace. Let's just look over here. Joy. I had some leftover words. Aha. Okay. So I have hope. I have strength. I'm brave. I have joy. Strength again. See, and then it becomes something that you could look back on and reflect. Snip that off there. Okay. So that looks nice, and it's glittery. And then on our back page, I think I like this trust. And it can almost shine by itself. Let's see what's left here. Let's put that there. And then trust. There you have it. I'm going to go through my books real quick and see if I can find encourage. Oops. Trust. And I'm just looking to see if I have anything, a word on here. I'm going to put my word faith on there. So they all have a word. And these again were from pouring my art out for the Lord. So we have strength, we have faith, joy. I think I have the word joy. Let's put that on here. Joy. We have joy. We're brave. I'm strong, but I'm tired. We have hope, and we can trust. So E is for encouragement. I'm not even going to look for a word. I'm going to just E is for, just going to write it along here, ENCOUR. So, E is for encouragement. And I hope you are all encouraged today. I hope you too will just use up things on your desk. Find ways of finding product that you need, that you can reuse, repurpose, and revisit. So thanks, friends. Thanks for stopping by and having a cup of coffee with me. I hope you'll be back again real soon. Bye now.